you all in lectures of subject engineering mechanics under the topic of friction fundamentals. First of all, we should know what is the friction, what are the types of the friction, how it is working and how it is influencing the motion whenever external force is applied on the body to cause any movement. Let us consider two figures, figure number 1, figure number 2. In this figure, a block of weight of mass m is placed over a surface and a horizontal force P is being applied parallel to horizontal plane. Then what will happen? What will happen? This block will try to slide. Either there may be the possibility either this block starts overturning at this point, and if the force P is not able to overturn at this point, then another possibility is to slide in this direction. And for this motion, for sliding of this block over this surface, we need certain minimum value, we need certain minimum P minimum, we need certain minimum value, and this minimum value, this certain minimum value is governed by the friction, is governed by the friction, is governed by the friction. The minimum value to cause the motion, to cause the slide of this block, that is limiting value of friction, that is limiting value of friction force, that is limiting value of the friction force. Okay. Another thing, at this surface simply body is placed. If at this contact surface, if we are providing the roller, and weight of the block is same and the same force we are applying, then we need then it will be very easy, to move this block, because why what the changes we have done, we applied the changes by means of this wheels provided in between the contacts, It means contact surface, roughness of the surface plays important role for this value of P minimum, Certain laws has been formulated. First one, that laws has been proposed by the Coulomb, and first law is force of friction is equal to the external force, of the friction is equal to the external force, so long as surface is at rest, means the condition when this block is about to impand, that value is the frictional force, and it is called as limiting frictional force. This is the law number 1 given by the Coulomb. Limiting friction force is directly proportional to the normal reaction, directly proportional to normal reaction. If I am writing friction force by F, then it is directly proportional to normal reaction N, and this proportionality sign can be written by this mu, where this proportionality mu is defined as coefficient of friction, coefficient of friction. The types of the coefficient friction, the type of the coefficient friction, we have two type of frictions, coefficient of friction, static and dynamic. With the help of, as we know that when we will apply the force, we will apply the force, then at this point, then we will have this type of graph. At 0, at the point at the value of p is equal to 0, we will be here, means external force value, external force 0, friction force is 0. When we apply certain value of force like this, like this, then external force is this and friction force is this. Up to this point, up to this external point, friction force value is same. And what will happen if we increase the value, if we will increase further value, then the body will start moving. And one more thing which I would like to tell you is that एक मिनट, just wait. Okay, one more thing. This diagram shows that from value p is equal to 0, to this point p minimum, body is not going to move in any direction, means body is completely in static condition. But at every moment, whatever is the p, there is the friction force, means self adjusting nature of the friction is there. And after achieving this condition p minimum, all of sudden drop of force has been observed by this value, frictional force immediately after having this condition, after impending this condition, sudden drop in friction force has been observed. If the friction force is less, then what I mean to say that after impending condition, the body will move at slightly lower value of the p. Suppose, for example, if the impending condition starts at 30 Newton force, then after applying this 30 Newton, if we reduce the value of p by 1 Newton force, then it may possible that the body keeps on moving. Why it is possible? Because the friction force has been reduced as shown in this figure, and further, if we further increase the value, then the coefficient of the friction and the frictional force it keeps on, it is constant, no change in the frictional force has been observed. So, therefore, this diagram explains that we have two type of coefficient of friction, First one is this one, that is represented by mu s, static coefficient of friction, and this one point that is mu k, means dynamic coefficient of friction, dynamic coefficient of friction. This figure also shows that value of mu s is greater than mu s, value of mu s is always greater than mu q. Literature review shows that approximate 25%, approximate 25%, approximate 25% of drop is possible at the contact, at a different contact surface. One more thing with the friction is that in spite of applying this roller, if we put some lubricating oil on that contact surface, then what will happen? Then what will happen? It will, what will happen? We will require less value of P. We will require less value of P. If the value of, if less value of P is required, it means friction force has been decreased. It means friction force has been decreased by providing the smoothness in the surface, by providing the smoothness in the surface. So, third one is law is also mentioned by the Coulomb, roughness of the surface depends upon the roughness of the surface, but it is independent upon the area of the contact and velocity of the sliding also, velocity of the sliding also. So, these are the basic understanding which we need to develop prior to solve any questions on frictions. Okay. Let us consider this example. In this example, through this example, I would like to explain you how the adjusting nature of friction is there while the object, the subject is on static condition. Within the static range, how the friction force is self adjusting in itself. What is shown in this figure? A block, this block of weight 400 is placed in the inclined surface at 15 degree to the horizontal, and a force P has been applied. This force P has been applied at an angle of 35 degree with the horizontal. We need to find out the friction force at the contact surface of the block and this inclined surface for P is equal to 0, for P is equal to 200, for P is equal to 300. In all three cases, we need to find out the value of the friction force. After knowing the value of the friction force, we will draw some conclusions. Let us solve this question. To find the value of friction force, we need to resolve, first of all we need to resolve the forces along this axis and along this axis, means along the axis parallel to the plane and along the axis perpendicular to the plane. We need to resolve all the forces. What the forces will act in first force we need to consider will be the weight of block W. It will be resolved because this angle is known to us 15 degree. So, it can be resolved in this can be resolved into two direction. This is parallel to inclined surface and perpendicular, and the value will be how much? If this is 15 degree, then this will also be 15 degree. So, this value of this component will be 400 cos 15, you can write it as 386.37, and this component 400 sin 15 means 103.52 Newton, right. This one weight W has been resolved along the inclined surface and perpendicular to it. Another force which are acting on the block is this force P, this force P. That force P is need to resolve in this direction and in this direction. What will be the value? Because this angle is 35 degree, this angle is 15, this angle is 15, then what will be the value? It will be 35 minus 15 means 20 degree, 20 degree. Then the component of the force, component of force P along this axis, it will be P cos 20, P cos 20 means 0.939 P, and for all these cases, for all three cases means P equal to 0, P equal to 200, P equal to 300, the value in case 1, in case 2, in case 3 has been written over here. Similarly, the component of this force in perpendicular direction, it will be P sin 20 means 0.342 P, and the value in all three cases is mentioned over here. Now, apart from these two forces, what will be the another force? What will be the another force? Another force will be the friction, and this friction force is will be acting at the contact surface. At the contact surface, contact surface is this inclined plane and this. So, direction of the friction force depends upon the motion, depends upon the motion. In our case 1, since there is no any force, P value of the force P is 0. So, in case 1, entire force, this block has to is subjected to this much value of force. This one this value is 103.52 Newton. With this force, that block will try to slide in this direction, and that is why friction force in case 1 will act in this direction. In case number 1, when there is no any external force, there is no any external force. Okay. Apart from this friction force, we know that friction force is dependent upon the value of the normal thrust, normal reaction. Normal reaction means here this one is normal reaction. Friction force F is equal to, we know that it is mu into S into N. Normal reaction will be this. Normal reaction will be this. What will be the value of the normal reaction? We can apply the equilibrium equations in this free body diagram. In this free body diagram, what will be the value of N? By applying the equilibrium equations, we will get by sigma f y equals to 0, sigma f y equals to 0, what we will get? N plus P 0.342 P is equal to this one value 386.37. So, value of N will be this one 386.37, this value minus this one value, that value will be N. And what will be the value of limiting friction? It will be multiplied by mu into mu s, and mathematically we have this expression. So, the value of normal reaction for these cases, expression will be same, but the value will be different. Okay. Limiting friction, we know that limiting friction is dependent upon this value. Therefore, limiting friction for static and dynamic condition in all these cases will be different. If the value of n when p is 0, when p is 0, p is 0, what will be the value? Put the value of p as 0, then you will get how much value of n? You will get 386.37 Newton. And what will be the value of static friction? It will be 0.3 multiplied by 386.37. So, you will get the value of 115.91. And for dynamic limiting equations, you need to multiply the normal reaction with the coefficient of friction with the dynamic coefficient of friction, and dynamic coefficient of friction in this question is given as 0.25. So, by putting we will get dynamic coefficient of friction as 96.59 for case number 1, and similarly for other cases, we have calculated the value of n for 200 by putting the value, it is 317.97, limiting frictional force 95.39, dynamic this, for this case value we have calculated. Now, we can calculate the value of the friction force after knowing this value. In case 1, here we do not have any external force. This is the limiting value of the friction, and limiting value of the friction in case 1 it is 115.91. But what we are applying the force, external force is 103.52, which is less as compared to this friction force. Then what will be the value? Of this friction force? This friction force will be equal to, by this value only, will be equal to this will be external force. External force means 103.52, and in this case body will keep on static condition. Body is not going to move in any direction. Why? Because the limiting condition has not been achieved. Limiting condition has not been achieved. Neither upward direction cannot be possible because there is no force, and downward motion also cannot be possible because of limiting value 115.91, and the force which can cause the downward motion as 103.52. Therefore, actual friction force will be less than limiting friction force, and it will be 103.52, and its direction will be in upward direction. So, this is in case number 1. Let us consider case number 2. In case number 2, what we have? We have this one force, external force. How much is the value? This the component of the weight. Component of weight is 103.52. Okay, and the component of the force P along this direction in case 2, it is 187. It is 187.8. Okay, 187.8. Okay, component N. Okay, now look here. This external force, this value of the external force 187.8, and the weight component of this, it means there is possibility to move, to slide this block in this direction. There is possibility to slide the block in this upward direction. If this is the possibility, then the friction force at the contact surface will act in this direction. Will act in this direction. Now, the question is whether it will friction force will achieve the limiting friction value or not. How it can be checked? It can be checked by uh, it can be checked by equating this by knowing the value of f, by applying sigma f x equal to 0. How the value of f will be calculated? Value of f will be calculated by sigma f y equals to 0 along this direction. This I am taking as y, this as x, then then f plus 103.52 equals to 187.8. Then value of f we will have the value we will have how much is this value? 187.8 minus this, then 187.8 minus 103.5, let us 5 to 3 and this is 4 and 84.3. This is the value of the force which we have calculated as 84.28. Now, compare this value of the friction force what we have calculated by limiting value of the friction. If we are here, we are considering if we are looking the limiting value of the friction, the limiting value of the friction is more than this value, then it indicates that this body will not going to move in any direction, neither upward nor downward direction. This body will be in static condition at this case also. Why? Because the full limiting value of the friction has not been, the condition of full limiting frictional force has not been achieved. It is less, and it is less by certain amount. How much can be? 95.3 minus 84.2. So, the friction force in the case number 2 is 84.28. Okay. In case 3, what will be the possibility? In case 3, the force, the component of the weight, it will be same in all cases. It is 103.52, and the external force in case 3 we are applying as 281.7. We are applying. Okay, we are applying normal reaction. This normal reaction, and the now what will be the direction of the friction force? Direction of the friction force is dependent upon the external force and this one, because this value is more. Therefore, direction can possible in this motion can possible in this direction. Therefore, the friction force will be here in this direction, and this value of friction force can be calculated as in our previous case. F can be calculated by equating equilibrium equation, means 281.7 minus 103.5. let us take 5, so it is 2, 11, 8 and 7, 78.1 70 okay. In case number third, 281.7 and 103.5. So, what will be the difference? The difference will be 2 and 11, 8, 7. Okay, 178.2 value of friction force F is equal to 178.2. And what is the limiting value? What is the limiting value? Limiting value is only 85.13. That's why in this condition impending condition will achieve, and hence this friction force this and hence there will be the condition of motion. This block will slide downward in downward direction, and because it is moving downward, the motion has been taking place, and that is why the friction force it will not be here, it will be mu k into n, not in it will not be mu s into it will not be mu s into n, because in dynamic condition, because the body is in dynamic condition, that is why mu k will be used. Therefore, this value will be the friction force 70.94. So, 70.94 will be the value of the friction force. So, through this question we have observed that the value of the friction force is self adjusting in the lesson. Two things are important as the limiting value of the friction static and dynamic. So,